Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Will the Collector back here with another video review. Well, actually, I gotta be honest with you folks. This is actually take 2 of the Ultimate Guardian Predator from NECA Toys. The reason this is take 2, I have recorded an entire other video of this character, of this figure, and it went to pot. Not necessarily fast. It took a minute. I had to heat up the biceps on both arms, pop them off, wait for everything to cool, pop them back on, rotate them around, stuff like that. It was going okay. The thighs were seized. The computer panel broke off. Bunch of other things. So I returned it to Walmart, got my money back. Then I couldn't find another figure for a while. A friend of mine out in California, who I'm giving a shout out to, my buddy Carlos, found another one for me, and then as I was talking to him on the phone, I happened to walk by and bam, find another one. So here we go. So fingers crossed this one's going to be better. I'm hoping so because I love Predators. I really love Predators. I spent most of yesterday watching another YouTube channel called Film Comics Explained, just because I like that the way that gentleman produces his videos, and it's just, explaining everything I can about Predators and the Lost Tribe and the Blood Feuds and all that other stuff. Bunch of stuff I don't know that if I probably collected more comic books I would know. But or watched other things. But here he is. Here he is again in his box packaging that does have a window inside. We're not going to get that yet. Here he is on the front. Some very nice artwork. I like the artwork that is being put on the front of these figures. Oh, and I also do apologize. The other Predator videos that you're going to be watching, my tripod has been bumped, has fallen off, stuff like that. I've got a new one on the way that hopefully I can minimize that, but still keep a nice, steady shot of the figure and everything during the review. But anyways, looks like he is engaging, or multiple Predators are coming after his hind end, and he's taken off from them. And that is a ridiculously large queen right there. Man, gotta love the bat wings on that one though. But here he is, and this is the Guardian Predator. Here he is in the box. You come around to the side, you got the Predator 2 logo right there, the 30th anniversary. You come around to the back, you get the product shot of the figure. Let's quickly go over to the other side because he is number 4. The Ultimate Guardian Predator. He's number 4 in this particular wave of the Predator figures. And again, it come around to the back. You've got, I believe he comes with one additional head of him and his tendrils open up. He does have that Guardian mask right there. Again, always a plus for me because I love my Predators with a mask on. That's just my personal preference. But he does come with a bio. Thank you, NECA. Guardian Predator. As the only member of the Lost Tribe to have served as a temple guard, Guardian's skills are much more similar to a soldier than a hunter. After serving some time protecting the clan leader, he sought to apply his unique methods to trophy hunting. He was chosen by Greyback himself for his experience with high-powered artillery and explosives. Guardian is the very definition of a big gun among his fellow hunters, often using his array of ballistics to quickly create new paths or clear an area of potential threats. Because of these specialties, he was rarely tasked with taking out the primary targets after all, in order to acquire a trophy. There needs to be... I'm sorry, let me back that up. He is rarely tasked with taking out a primary targets. After all, in order to acquire a trophy, there needs to be something left. Otherwise, he's blown him to smithereens, apparently. The limitations set on his role among the Lost Tribe would eventually cause Guardian to leave for solo missions. During that time, he would learn to master his devastating arsenal, seeking the most dangerous xenomorph hunts in the universe. With his potential finally proven, Guardian's new path would earn him the coveted Yachua status of elite hunter. That's a lot. But again, I like a bio tells me, hey, why am I getting this guy? What's his backstory? What's his motivation? I mean, in watching the Predator movies when I was a kid, it seemed it was all about the hunt. And then they've expanded and elaborated more upon that. Granted, I'm not going to talk about the Predator movie because that thing was just, I'm still speechless on how much that movie sucked. I'm sorry. I'm a huge fan of that director, Shane Black, except that the fact that he puts Christmas themes in movies set in California, which make no sense because there's no snow on the ground. Anyway, here he is, and here's some more Lost Predators along the side here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that would make him the 10th. So I'm looking forward to getting the rest of these. I have, again, this is number 4, and I assume they're coming out numerically. So, fingers crossed when we're going to get the 5th and the rest of them. Anyways, swing around to the front, open up the packaging, and there he is in his gloriousness. Again, him standing in front of the, please give us a Predator wall. Please give us a Hardigan. Huh? How about the rest of the people from Predator 2? Why don't we get a Bill Paxton 3-pack? From Terminator 1, Predator 2, and Aliens. Make it a 3-pack. There you go. Anyway, here he is in his Windows packaging right here. He comes with extra hands, the discs, the wrist, little one-shotter there, a blast effect, his staff, and it's closed up form, open form. A new blaster cannon he comes with, which again is going to attach onto his wrist, because gosh no, we love popping off these wrist joints. Anyways, I'm going to open him up and get him out of his plastic and cardboard prison, and I'll be right back with you. All right, folks, and here we are, all out of his packaging, and I got to say, almost 110% better. This left bicep is a little seized. I'm going to get through the review, and then I'm going to go downstairs, use my wife's hair dryer, pop that sucker off, which takes a good amount of heat, because these mushroom pegs inside here are just, and my wife's got a hair dryer. You could heat a lot with it, and hold it on there for a good couple minutes on low setting, get that nice good heat. Now granted, you can boil and bag these guys. I think I'm going to boil and bag another one that I already did, because his blades got really warped when I hit it with the hair dryer, and I'm going to try and see if I can't straighten them out a little bit better. So you got to be careful when you're doing stuff like that, especially when you put a hair dryer next to these thin plastic pieces. I've had some Mythic Legions arrows just completely go 190 on me, so be mindful of that. Anyways, here he is, all of his packaging, and man, does he look gorgeous. Just to quickly get this out of the way, here is the figure from the, I think it was the Predator 1 30th anniversary line. And again, it's that Celtic Predator. The reason I think they put it in that line was a couple reasons, but this was also the mask that was intended to be used on the original Predator, the original Jungle Hunter, and it got vetoed, and they went with the mask that they did. And then this kind of got rehashed and used for the Celtic Predator, which is one of my favorite designs. I love it on that Celtic Predator. If you would have, this would have been my most favorite design than if it hadn't been on the Celtic Predator, if that makes sense. Just because they do some different additions around here and around where his mouth should be. Anyways, here he looks like he would look like if he had the Predator 1 armor. Here he looks like if he had the City Hunter armor on. But there's just a quick comparisons. You've got a lighter skin tone in here. I would say almost like a little bit brighter of paint. Arm gauntlets are different. But, of course, armor is all different. But, oh crap, does that mean I got to keep 2 of them? Yeah, I probably will. Anyways, I'm going to set him back off to the side. Pull this guy out. He's got ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, head move. It's a little bit of a peg. You get a little bit of movement, but not much due to the hair and the sculpt and the armor. But the armor is nice and rubbery to where it's not going to restrict you a whole lot when you're moving him around. He's got double jointed elbow, which got that. That's always nerve-wracking. Swivel at the forearm, and then he's got a pin and swivel joint at the wrist, which is always lovely to turn. And then he's got the claws that jettison out. Sometimes those might be stick a little bit. I put my fingernail right there and push them back, but sometimes I like it when they're just like the Alien AVP ones. You just pop them in I kind of like that. He's got a diaphragm joint, and then waist, that's a ball. And then he's got thigh swivels, hinge and swivel hips. So he can go up, back. And again, these bottom pieces are nice and rubbery, and they're just gonna. I like how they've done this to where it's not so stiff. Certain Marvel characters, you couldn't even get a leg to go back that far because they've got a nice plastic backside to where this is just a rubbery piece, which works for me. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna have him posed from the back. Legs can go out a decent amount. Out a decent amount. And he's got double jointed knees, which, I still need to contact them about that one broken knee pin. And then he's got a little bit of a ball jointed ankle right there. So pretty cool. All right. And he comes with, let's go to the accessories. He comes with an extra head. And I recently, I had actually had these a long time ago. These are the NECA headstands. And I gave them to a buddy of mine because I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be using these for anything. And I don't know why I didn't. I just bought them on kind of a whim. And then they just kind of sat there for a while. And they come with different pins to display different heads. And I was like, you know what, instead of the head just sitting there on the ground, let me grab one of these so I can also zoom in a little bit, show you that, God, the detail that are on these heads. I mean, I know I love the mask look, but you got to appreciate the detail that they do, the paint on these heads, those beady eyes, the mouth. I mean, dang. Got tendrils, all the paint on those. Just a very nice extra head. And that pops on relatively easy. You see right there, you got that bit of a ball with a peg right there. I'll take this. The problem is you got to move his hair out of the way. And just apply some even concentrated pressure. It's not like, Motu Classics to where you get a distinct pop sometimes. And there he is. Zoom out a little better. Hopefully my new stand will be a lot better. I can maneuver and keep things in good position. Bring it out and bring it in. Yeah, because right now I'm just using just a desk tripod. Anyways, so some of his other accessories, he comes with a staff, which is a little bit warped, which I'll probably heat that up and straighten that out, or just put some good amount of pressure on it. This is going to go in a drawer. I'm not even going to display him with this. This is his staff closed up. He comes with his new arm cannon, which I'll pop that on in a minute. I really like how they really kind of give, you really get an otherworldly, I'm going to say reptilian type feel, if that makes sense, or just, I don't know if I'm really hitting it right on the mark, but just, the predators are very reptilian to me. I feel like more than even the xenomorphs, just something that's very almost sea-like in a way, if that makes sense. Definitely on, who was that? Got the hand cannon. Was that Scout? Was that Scout Predator? Has that long-range rifle, and this just gives me that feel. And you also get it in its closed-up form, which can fit on the back if you don't want to display him with the med kit, which I found out when I was boxing everything up before taking the last one back. But he comes with some blast effects. I will show that off in a minute. A very large blast effect. That's very well painted. I kind of wish these were a little bit more translucent, but very happy that they threw some paint on there. That's very nice. And I believe these are some venting effects that you can put on the gun, which I'll show that off in a minute. We get a blast effect for his shoulder cannon. Two, I was going to say ID discs, but this ain't Tron. As you see those, that'll fit into his thigh piece, and this one will fit into his hand, one of his 5 included hands, 2 that are on him, 3 that are loose. You get a closed hand. Ah, darn you. Whoop. There's a closed hand. Probably used for grabbing hold of the staff, but he's got a better open hand right there. But this is for the right. I don't want to put in anything more that gets close to those wrist blades right there. That's an open hand. And then we get another open hand. We get an open right and open left. This is more the static, you know, standing there, pops his hands back pose like he did when the City Hunter was taking on King Willie. And then there's that little wrist blaster, just like the City Hunter had when he took out Keys and his crew. I think he hit hard again with this. It's closed to put on his wrist. Put that. There we go. All right, and to quickly look, there's that spot to put on that wrist blaster. I'm probably going to put it closed, just because I think, yeah, and it just fits right there on the bottom. There's that panel. My last one broke off right as I was looking at it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn it. These, I don't have a better answer for these things. They're horrible. I mean, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, they're just so thin, and they break so easy. It's like, you know what? Just mold the thing on there. I'm not going to have him standing there with his computer open. But to throw on this new hand cannon, oh gosh, every time popping off a wrist, I'm thinking that thing's going to break off, and I'm going to be looking at it. And as you see right there, it's got the little peg that should go on his wrist. It's going to go over that computer. And then it seems like it just snug fits on. And there he is with the cannon. You know, and then the blast effect is keyed in such a way to where it's only going to fit in like that. And bam! He is blowing a hole in something. And then I'm pretty sure these were cut in such a way to where these are, I guess, like a muzzle flash. And just, there we go. And this has a little bit of rotation. I don't know how much I'd be doing with that. It doesn't pop in. Again, it just like a friction peg on. So, you know, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. Maybe try to get a, you know, I might pop on. We do something like that because there's rarely I'm going to have those popped out. You know, on AVPs they were a big deal. You know, I'm going to switch the other head around because I just like a mast head. That, and I ain't got mouth tendrils to worry about. Let's me move it as. Hold on. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. I'm trying to move his shoulder cannon a little bit further back so I can get that blast effect on to show you what that looks like. All right. So I'm going to put that back on. And this crossing over here like he's just blowing the snot out of something. And there you go. Well, and if I'm going to have him in that, I'm not going to put this on his back. I'll probably put his first aid kit back up there. Because he comes with that on package, and I think with taking everything out, it just popped off. That his hair gets in the way. Sorry for the crudity of this video, folks. So, I'm going to have him there like that. Pull his shoulder cannon a little bit further back. Hold on. There we go. It's one of those things to where you might want to heat up this piece and then slide it on there and just so it better form fits. There we go. Sorry, this was kind of lengthy, a little bit annoying, and that first aid kit just popped back off again. I'll get it back on. If anything, I might just glue it. Screw it. Because, I mean, let's face it, he is going to have that fit in there just pretty nicely. Yep, dang. You know, he's going to have that hand cannon because mostly when they come with their added new accessories, that's what I'm going to display him with as best I can. So there he is. And he, again, is the Ultimate Guardian Predator by NECA Toys. If you see him, pick him up. I picked this one up at Walmart. He was available through pre-order, Big Bad Toy Store. And I don't know if, I'm assuming Target's going to get him because Target's gotten a lot of Predators. And he is just a good looking figure. Unfortunately, I had some bumps in the road to getting this one because, again, the previous one I had was just so many issues. Seized thighs and seized biceps. You know, contact NECA on their Twitter page, their customer service Twitter page, to get replacement parts and stuff like that, and they've been pretty good to me. Anyways, I have been Will the Collector. If you would like to do so, please like this video, share it with your friends, and please subscribe. I'm doing the best I can to get as caught up as I can. I know some of these might be a little bit past videos. These figures might be out for a little while. Hey, that's fine. If you like my video, watch more of them. If you don't, still watch more of them. Anyways, I have been Will the Collector. Take care of one another, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.